Here I am in downtown Seattle, Washington. It's March 25th, Sunday, 2018. It's partly cloudy with some nice sunshine and a bit cool. And I'm just heading down Pike Street towards the Pike Place Market. Good amount of people on the street. I'm sure lots of these people are tourists. And I'll take a walk down Pike Street to the Pike Place Market a bit, and walk down by the water. I'm sure the air is quite nice today. Moderate traffic today because it is a Sunday. The city here is booming right now because of all the tech. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, of course, has its headquarters on the east side of the city. You can see incredible skyscrapers here. Beautiful buildings, beautiful architecture. I'm sure a lot of these have been built in the last 10 to 15 years, and they call Seattle now the city of cranes. There are so many large building cranes in town. There must be 50, 100 or more cranes in town. As more high-rises go up, condos, apartment complexes, office buildings, office towers, headquarters. There's a shop, some shops across the street, cupcakes, chocolate and wine on Pine, a Simply Seattle shop. Simply Seattle. The smell of marijuana in the air. You encounter that a lot since it's legalized here in Seattle. And we're about to cross the street here. And you see quite the crowd here. And the sound out past the sign, the red sign, Public Market, which is Pike Place Market. Beautiful clouds and sun today. And a good crowd here, as one might expect. This being a major tourist destination these days for Asia, the South Pacific. And Europe as well. Europe, Africa. Cafe Campagna, Sur la Table, Beecher's Handmade Cheese. So many wonderful shops here, and restaurants from all over the world, cuisine from all over the world, Chinese, Japanese, sushi. And here we are at Pike Place Market. As you can see, ever the crowd here. And this crowd is, I think is it for Starbucks? I don't know. They will line up quite a bit for Starbucks. Go figure, but local color, art, coffee, and more. Yes, we're on Pike Place now, and Stewart, Cross Street Stewart, and it's a beautiful day, truly beautiful day. And I'm heading down the end of the marketplace here. There's a wonderful spot to look out onto the sound there. Sit and eat my sandwich that I've made, or perhaps later. And here I am approaching the Overlook Park here, which looks out onto the sound. A wonderful place to rest and have a sit and gaze out on the sound and the boats going back and forth, the ferries to Vashon and beyond, and the vendors selling their wares here. Here we have a woodworker, rock and roll woodwork, okay. Peter Muller Designs, okay.
Can I buy it and put it in the car? We buy it?
Here we have a comic artist, or a bright colored artist. It looks like a little like Roy Lichtenstein, one of his pieces here. And now heading towards the park. This sits up looking down on the roadway that goes at water level. So we're up I think 30-40 feet above sea level, and you can see the totem poles here at the park. Of course, here in Seattle, very nice northwest touches everywhere we go here, and quite the crowd, of course. Very international crowd. Lots of Asians, East Indians, Pacific Islanders, Native American peoples from the entire West Coast. And as you're looking south, you see the Ferris wheel out there, and the port with the giant cranes. And here looking out on the sound. It's a beautiful day, mix of sun and clouds. Beautiful day to be out and about. And in the distance, the Olympic mountain range on the Olympic Peninsula, at the western edge of the Puget Sound.
So is this like the final stage before the guild? And then you need to go out and have lunch?
And I think I'm just going to have a seat here and take in the sun just a little bit. People voguing Seattle style for their photographs. And here is a panorama of the park area here, with the Ferris wheel out on the Sound next to the piers and the giant cranes, scanning along Puget Sound here, past the first of the totem poles, and then down towards the end there. And then if I were to continue back up towards Pike Market, yes, here is one more panorama of the park here on the edge of Puget Sound that so many people are enjoying on this very sunny day. The Ferris wheel and the cranes from the harbor in the distance. And I'm panning up so that you can see the backdrop here. So many very new buildings being erected downtown here, all sprouting up in the city of cranes, as they call it, the city of cranes. There's so many cranes, there must be 50 to 100 cranes across town. High rises of every sort sprouting up. And back we are here.